cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. Cause the witch has the power and it needs witchy hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight. Witch among us, and she must be found before she burns this whole place to the ground. Away, away, away. Just stay out of the witch, cause she's up to no good unless you're prepared for a fight. Cause the witch has the power and it needs witchy hours, so you better off elsewhere tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Off the Grill podcast, the only show that has been referred to as a triple penetration of knowledge, humor, and timelessness. Now on with the show. How are you, folks? Before we get too far into things, let's do a little advertising. Off the Grill podcast is brought to you by Casey Anthony Trash Bags. So tough, even a toddler couldn't tear them. Big bold corn on the cob, so big you need two hands. When you think mouthful of fun, think BBC. And AshleyMadison.com. If you want your secret liaisons to absolutely become public, talk to AshleyMadison.com. All right, with that out of the way, let's do a fucking show. Yeah. At the, the old glasses. Got a new pair, same as the old pair, but these in much better condition. So we're going with that. Giving the old eyes a break, as it were. Maybe we should have taped this up for maximum effect. Brad Trash, what's crapping? This is Hitty Steak. Satan loves you. Aw, that's cute. Satan loves you. Jamie's over here dancing. Billy Beach says saucy gives me impure thoughts. And Lauren says, where are all the seagulls I used to see in the parking lots in summer? Haven't seen a proper flock of them in forever. What have you done to the gulls, Steaky? I plead the fifth. Or is it that Wanda Sykes bit? I don't recall. Shit, I have no topics on the fucking the thing today, the old words. So literally nothing to do. I guess a real quick bit of housekeeping, I suppose. Over on the Patreon, there's only a day or two left, probably a day at this point. If you are a patron, or would like to become one, so you can hit patreon.com/off-the-grid podcast. There is a poll for what I will be doing next as far as the watch along, the $1 and above tier watch along. That out of 17 patrons, I've got 5 votes on it, and they're all for different shows. So, nothing has been done to kind of fucking wean down or get more of a focus on what I should be doing next. So, yeah. So if you'd like to fucking take care of that, so we can actually get something going, that'd be real nice. So, which I kind of feel like it is just the way my fucking brain works. The way I feel about all that is that you guys are doing it on purpose to me. I mean, some of you guys that haven't voted aren't in on it, but the 5 that voted, hey, let's just fucking vote for a separate show to be cocksuckers. But either way, I don't know. We'll narrow it down eventually. Worst case, I'll just have to actually make a decision, but I don't know. Sean McManus, it's no topics, I'm shocked. That's good to see you, regardless, Sean. Full of piss and vinegar as always. Pun says he only votes libertarian. Well, I think, wasn't The Exorcist a libertarian production? Episcopalian, one of those. Oh, stop it. Sorry. Daily Ghost says, well, 4 eyes. Digging the specs. Thank you. Jay says, hello, gents. And hello, Jays. Uh-oh. Ben Grimm's pissed off. Tom Brady screwed me in the playoffs. His fantasy team. 5 fantasy points. Knew I hated that Uggs wearing Yardbird for a reason. Well, he lost most of his team fucking within a half. I, however, love Tom Brady from a fantasy perspective this week because I had to go up against him this week and next week. So I'm sure I'll fucking, how he's that vengeful type of athlete where, okay, you made me look dumb, you talk shit on me all week, so now I'm gonna show you, how it really is. And he'll go off for like 50 points and fuck me right here in the Best Buy. But yeah, I'm actually playing my sister in fantasy, and I don't know. She sucks almost every year, but she's actually done well this year and made adjustments and kind of kept the team afloat, which I'm shocked at. Proud of her, I guess, too. But so I have to face it. I don't know the way our playoffs are set up. I don't necessarily like this. I'll probably change it next year. But you play with one person for 2 weeks, and then the winner of that goes to the finals, and then the 2 finalists play for the last 2 weeks of the year. I'm not big on that. I just don't like to have fucking everything wrapped up by the last 2 weeks of the season. But yeah, it's actually the Bills kind of sucking dick and losing games that they shouldn't has actually helped me because now Josh Allen is not going to be just hanging around the last couple weeks. They're going to have to play to get into the playoffs. So that's good. But as it stands, I'm up 80 points on her. And because she had Mike Evans too, and he had, I think, less points than Brady even. She had a lot of single-digit players this week, which makes me happy. Jamie says Tom Brady rocks Uggs. He does indeed. What's up, Corey? Corey Ross. So I only, I don't know why I said only. Probably because I'm reading the fucking chat, but power went out here last night about 8:30. 8:45, somewhere in there. I don't really remember where, but unfortunately, that kind of fucking took me out of the mix again. There's always fucking something. For the latest Horror Rumble over on cable channel 11. Speaking of Corey Ross, checked it out. They discussed the entirety of the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. And that's always a fun time, that show. So, meander over there and matriculate that way once the show's over. Not now. You know the drill. And now I'm mostly, it always sucks to let a friend down, but I'm mostly bummed out because now I've watched the third, fourth, and fifth film. Jesus Christ, I wish I could talk. I crammed those all in Sunday morning, early afternoon. I actually quit watching the Packers and Ravens game when it really was just kind of like, yeah, okay, Packers are going to beat the shit out of them. I almost came back, which is pretty amazing. But yeah, so I watched those three pieces of shit, and those are some of the fucking. They all look fine from like a cinematography standpoint. I don't have too many big gripes. One of those productions it's hard to like the daytime on a small budget, I guess. I don't know. Because there's shots, especially in the third movie, where they get into a Jeep, like a red Jeep, and it just looks like someone's home movie. Maybe it's because they were all shot on tape or whatever, but yeah, those are like some of the most miserable watches. 3 and 4 especially. Really fucking hated both of those movies. The third one, nothing happens. It's the most like fucking boring. Like, I get that they had to like reconfigure Ricky's brain, put it back together, or whatever. Whatever fucking cheesy horseshit they went with, but they really just went overboard and probably too accurate to what that would look like in real life, where he's just shambling and can hardly move. So he's not scary. There was no tension. I don't know. They don't really give a shit about the characters. Like the blind girl was kind of cute, I guess, and basically because the dude's girlfriend was a mirror image of her, she was all right too, I guess. But you don't see nothing. Nothing happens, and then fucking like no one dies. It's just a shit movie. 4 is just one of those fucking things that don't make any sense, and like they were going for it to not make sense, but trying to do it in a cool way. Like I saw someone refer to it as like the Halloween 3 of that series, and that's just like a real fucking slap in the face to Halloween 3. 5 was the best of the bunch. It was funny. It's funny to see Mickey Rooney after kind of being at the forefront of the controversy and the backlash of the original to just 7 years later or something like that. I don't remember when the first one came out. To just be like, yeah, everything's good. I need the money. I was the biggest star in Hollywood in 1940 and 1941. He doesn't talk like that, I don't think, but I don't know. It was the closest to actually being like a Christmas fucking thing, and it's it's whatever. I mean, I guess if you're a Puppet Master fan, or especially like a Puppet Master, the later years fan, it's probably good for you. Oh no, if I never fucking see any of those again, I really won't, lose a second fucking sleep. So, and I didn't watch it this time, but I watched it about last year. About this time was the kind of loose remake Silent Night. Right? It's just called Silent Night from 2012. That was actually a pretty good time. So, Chinlo. Let's check the all. Bets is just spokesmodel for male Uggs. Jay says his leggings really tie the outfit together. Jonathan said, "What the fuck is on your face?" Well, Jonathan, I'm gonna send you a link. I'll put it in the chat, I suppose, but I want you to take a look at this. This should explain to you everything you need to know about what's on my face. Brian says, "You got 2 for midnight mass." All right, thank you. Sean says, "That isn't Steak, it's Clark Kent." Brian says, "Steak looks so intelligent with his glasses." James says, "Steak is rocking a sexy librarian and look like a pro." Oh, you're too much. Daily Ghost says, "Steak looks like he could be in JFK." Ben says, "Steak X." I first started wearing these at the warehouse I worked in, and the HR guy would just fucking, was it Assalamu alaikum? Whatever the fuck he would just, yeah, every time he'd walk by my office and just, harass me. I don't know. He's a cool guy. Wasn't like a fucking, you know, I mean, how often I take shit seriously. So Sean says, "I'm seeing Matrix Resurrections tomorrow." Well, I hope you have fun. I know you like that series. I can't bring myself to watch the second or third. So I hope that's good for you, though. Oh boy. So just for the people that are listening and not in the chat, I linked the Wikipedia for glasses for Jonathan to take a look at. Billy says, "I made a mess on my tidy whities over them glasses." Oh no. You better clean it up. Really digging this fucking Zevia organic tea. Sweet with stevia. Good shit. There's 6 flavors, I think, that come in the variety packs that I grabbed off of Amazon. There's regular sweetened black tea. I say sweetened because it says sweetened, but there's a green tea. There's a lemon. There's a raspberry and orange, and a blood orange and a peach. The blood orange is the worst of the 6. They're all very good. Blood orange isn't really. It's fine. So I ordered 1 box just to kind of see, and I figured, fuck it, give me 2 more. So the second 2 get there, I open them up just to, I don't know, I'm a child. I can't leave things boxed up. And it was a good thing I did, because out of the 24 cans, I would say at least 10 of them were blood orange. So it's like, all right, you fuck up the production of this, this set or whatever. But you fuck it up by giving the highest ratio to the worst one. And so I cried to Amazon, and they're sending me. I decided at this point to go with a case of raspberry and a case of peach, because I'm a girl. What are you gonna do? Johnny J, Professor Sauce. That's laughter. Dan says, "What up, Steak?" What up, Dan? How are ya? Brian has never seen any of the Matrix movies. That's shocking. I don't know. Give the first one a shot. Just stay away from the second and third. Who cares? Sean says, "Jamie only watches for Keanu." And James says, "That is partially true." Laughter. Dad says, "I hear the new Matrix is garbage, sadly." Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Yeah, And Sean has heard a lot of people have enjoyed it, so I guess nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. And they're lying on my show. Telling lies. What if I became like a televangelist? Wouldn't that be fun? So I check my phone. Penises and vaginas. Anything else is just insane. Oh, shit the bed. Good. Now we're shared everywhere. So, over the weekend, right? Was it the weekend? Urban Meyer was fired. If you guys recall last week, I got a little heated with that piece of shit. Which after the show, it actually had come out that he just kicked their like sort of injured on the mend kicker, and he just fucking kicks him in the legs, calls him a shithead or a dipshit or both. So he's just a complete toxic pile of garbage, and they got rid of him, and I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I mean, hey, both the Jets and the Jags had fucking rookie quarterbacks and rookie coaches, and the Jets still have their coach, and the team seems to be trending up. What's Jacksonville doing, Tony? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, I guess fucking, I yap about the Silent Night Deadly Night a little bit. See, this is why the show sucks. One, I can't stay on topic, and two, I run through topics of fucking, sound of light or speed of light, whatever the sound of light. I should kill myself. Pretty much all of these are reasons that I shouldn't have a show. But yeah, so I don't know. Well, we're not talking football. Nobody wants to talk football here. I don't know. I got a bunch of theater geeks for fans. Brian says, talking football, want to talk Packers? Maybe next year we could talk Packers if they get rid of their little QAnon Karen, Aaron Rodgers. Chad says, the sound of lightning is my favorite sound. I don't know if it is. So there used to be a woman that we knew. She was a girlfriend of a family member. Her name was Debbie. And she was just the dumbest woman. Fat. Like, I'm fat, but like she was like gluttonous fat. So the Scarecrow mom always makes like fresh whipped cream for pies and all that shit. Pretty much everything she makes ever is homemade. It's fantastic. Whatever. But so this woman would come over for the holidays, and like one year Scarecrow mom like went above and beyond with pies and shit, and she always goes above and beyond in quality, but this is like even in quantity was just like, what are you doing? I remember it anyway, to the point where like everyone could have taken their own pie home, full size, like 10-inch, whatever the fuck, standard pie size. You fucking assholes! How about that? So there's this like big fucking bowl of whipped cream, and she just like uses fucking a quarter of it on every piece of pie she had, and she had at least two. And to the point where like the years after, the Scarecrow mom would fucking, I would call her SM. SM had to like hide the whipped cream. She'd get like some fucking like the shitty canned stuff or whatever, and just or she just wouldn't make it at all because this fucking woman just, is that whipped cream? And then we played Trivial Pursuit once, which is like a big thing in the family, most get-togethers, and maybe not so much now, unfortunately, but within in the last fucking 5-10 years or whatever, every get-together started pretty much with Trivial Pursuit, and then food, and then the older family would just go home. Um, so so we're playing, and this fucking Debbie was there, and I don't even remember the question, but I think it was like, what gun was used to blah 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 or something. And this woman is sitting there and earnestly goes, "I think it's a caliber." uh, I, I, I was a piece of shit. So I think I just probably started laughing. Just like loud, mocking laughter. The kind that cuts through you. I mean, I'm still a piece of shit, but like I had no regard for other people's emotions. Um, like at 18, 19, I said and did whatever I wanted. But yeah, so it's a story that goes nowhere, but yeah. I don't know. The sound of lightning is my favorite. Just made me think of that stupid woman. I don't have anything else. Oh, I visited my mother today. Got some Christmas presents. Some things I don't have there. They're, little personal things I don't have in here to. Oh, I do have it. The magnet is one of them. This little guy here. You guys can see. Oh shit! Look at that. It actually shows up and doesn't turn into the screen. It's a little Jets bottle cap magnet thing, which is very nice. Pop that on the old fridge. This is cool. This will be a big Scarecrow compound favorite. Oh, Monopoly action. Yeah, dude. This is Monopoly for sore losers. Don't get sad, get even. So I think this comes with knives instead of tokens, like the mover fucks, whatever you call them. So that you roll the dice and then you stab someone. Comes with gauze. It's got things for your wounds. I guess maybe you just do like a hand. You stab a hand and leave it at that. I don't know. But I saw that, thought that was cool, and lo and behold, I got it. Isn't that fun? But the thing that like really, I kind of knew that was coming for some. Like I just had an inkling that would happen. But the fucking coolest, the big enchilada, or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. I'm a moron. Leave me alone. Got me a sous vide machine, which I'm fucking stupid excited about. Like, I see like a lot of the videos that I watch, this shit on YouTube, stupid cooking things. They're always having so much fun with those sous vide machines, and I want to be a part of it. Apparently you can make a fucking killer steak with it, because it's essentially like a water bath. I don't know how many fucking people know what sous vide is, and I barely know what it is to tell you. But basically, it's like a fucking a water bath where they wherein whatever you put in it kind of gets to the temperature of the water and then remains there. So it helps to not overcook shit, but it also helps to like you can get a steak to temperature perfectly, and then just fucking take them out. They will be wet and gross looking when they come out of the bag after like an hour or so. It's a slower cooking method, but worth it. From what I've heard of, unfortunately, never had anything made with the sous vide or by sous. I think sous vide is actually a method, which sounds like French, and I don't know French, so I have no fucking idea what that could mean. But you yank those things out, throw them in a hot fucking skillet, and sear them off quick. And apparently, it's just like magical tasting. Yeah, and you could do pretty well searing a steak just from room temp to the pan or whatever. But you get that weird. There's like a little gray outline around the red. It doesn't really affect the flavor. It just bugs the shit out of me and a lot of people, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's just but in vacuum sealing the shit ahead of time, you can fucking impart so much more flavor. Like you just throw some like thyme, like a sprig of thyme in the fucking thing, or slices of orange if you're doing like God damn it, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like a salmon, you throw some words. Fucking slices of lemon, you fat retard. God damn it. Yeah. So that's fun. That's exciting. Words. I was shocked to get that. I figured I threw that on a wish list just to, fucking. and I ended up with it, so that's good shit. I still do have to I could scrounge one up around here, but I gotta get some kind of a basin for the water. But that'll be a lot of fun because you don't even really have to vacuum seal them. There's ways to do it online if you look into it, if you care, which I'm sure none of you do. To do it just like a regular Ziploc bag. So, what the fuck have you morons been? There we go. Roldy says, nice glasses, 10 out of 10 would bang and make a single mom. Jesus Christ. Jay says, hello. Ben says, Urban's still getting the guaranteed money even though he got fired. Easy money. I don't know about that. They're going the Al Davis route of, yeah, we fired you for cause. You're not getting another dime. And lesser of two evils, I hope fucking the Khan family pays exactly $0 more than fucking what he would earn for the games that he coached. So fuck him. Fuck Urban Meyer and his entire family for the rest of the time. Sean says lightning, aka the quickening. Am I right, Dan? I don't know what the fuck that means. So we'll move past it. Brian Trash says he likes pie. Daily Ghost says he likes lamp. Dan says nothing like warm apple pie. Yeah, I don't really give a shit about pie. Daily Ghost says moon pie. Yeah, those are gross. Brian Trash likes pot pie. I can get down with a pot pie. I'm a fat fuck. And I'm a fat fuck that enjoys a savory dish 9 times out of 10 over anything sweet. Roldy says, you're already the perfect temp steak, smoking hot. Jesus, stop. We're in public. And he says, sear first, then sous vide is awesome too. I haven't fucking seen anyone do that. That's interesting. Dime Breed, old Mikey, what's up? Dan says, steak is going to have to work on his English accent here soon. No, my English accent's perfect. It's my English is a Scottish-Australian hybrid. And it's just a little maybe too highbrow for you, Dan. So that's all on that. I guess it's time to leave. I guess I'll just say goodbye. No, but I don't know. I'll play this for old time's sake.
The faggot of the opera.
Rest in peace to the fucking incomparable Fez Whatley. Yeah. I heard old Ronnie B was having a hard time with this fucking Christmas shit before they went on break. Um, you know, what are you gonna do? You gotta move on. I can't imagine. You know, Ron has known that guy since the early '90s, I suppose. They work together every fucking day from, we'll say, '95 on to 2015. From Florida to New York to DC back to New York, and fucking yeah. Fucking I'm having a hard time with it still. I never knew the guy. I just fucking listened to him a lot. He had become a big part of everyday life for me. Um, and real and fake, they were great at kind of blurring the lines of reality, much like wrestling in a way. So you didn't necessarily know everything, but there's shit that just like bled through that you knew was real, and so you got to see a lot of what made him tick, and his mental health actually did start rolling down the hill a little bit, and I guess when you listen to someone every day like that, you get close to them. It's just it's so weird how that can happen. But enough of that. I'll miss you, Fezzy. We gotta keep it going. I cried on this fucking stupid show once. I'm not doing it again. Dan says, what did you think of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn signing new deals? I think that's fantastic for them. One, because it's great money. I think it's smart for the WWE because those guys are beyond talented. Hey, my friend Toddy Izox. Varktech! I don't know, man. If I get another one of those, I think that's got to be a shirt. No one will buy it, but it's going to be in the store. Who cares? Because then at least, I guess, if someone searches what that means, they'll fucking come across the store. But yeah, anyway, as far as back to Owens and Zayn, they're immensely talented, and some of the reports kind of back this idea. They're good enough, and they're kind of bulletproof, at least to an extent, to where they can go into the main event, down to the mid card, back and forth, kind of at will, and they don't lose anything character wise. Or like clout wise with the crowd or anything like that. So smart for them, smart for WWE to sign them back. And twofold on it being smart on their behalf. Do you really think they'd go to AEW and do anything worthwhile? I mean, all this fucking work Sami Zayn has done over the last year and a half for that conspiracy theory gimmick would go to waste. You could put that mask back on. You can be El Generico again. Yeah, cool. And he'd be another fucking meme wrestler like fucking Orange Cassidy or the Dinosaur. I mean, look what fuck's happened to Adam Cole since he's jerking around with the fucking Young Bucks, and it's embarrassing. Like I bust Dan's balls a lot, but Adam Cole didn't completely disinterest me in NXT. I think the rumors are silly that they wanted to cut his hair and make him a manager. I don't necessarily buy that. I think he's kind of denied that was a pitch either, or as well. I don't know. But they've, in short order, he debuted at the end of August. He's become just another guy, and two, he's the Young Bucks fucking lackey. And I'm tired of giving fucking Tony Khan. Oh, let it play out. Um, it doesn't make any fucking sense. He sucks. He's boring. He's small. He's not even fucking as cut as he was. His gaze is. He doesn't look. He looks like a fucking girl. Like a fucking teenage girl. He's got no definition or tone to his arms. He's flabby. I don't know. He doesn't have a look. So once you can't put the genie back in the bottle in this regard. I think once you've kind of seen him just be a fucking wacky loser, who by the way has probably been a cornerman for more matches than he's wrestled since he's been in AEW. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't care about him. You can't tell me that fucking the same thing wouldn't happen to Steen and Zayn, especially if fucking Zayn were to have gone there as El Generico. Would have been one or two fucking matches on Rampage and then straight to YouTube. Good. Look what they've done with Jay Lethal since they brought him in. Literally nothing. And I get that there's only so many segments every week. Well, you have the Young Bucks every fucking week. You can't give them a week off. Let's grow up. You have Cody on every fucking week. You can't give him the week off. Him and his fucking dumb wife. And I'm sorry, CM Punk is just another guy. Just while we're fucking at it, all these big returns or big signings or whatever the fuck have done jack shit. Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson has been the only guy doing anything of note, anything interesting. And that all ended with that fucking 60-minute fucking masturbation session this past Wednesday night. As the old saying goes, if neither guy can afford to lose, don't book the match, right? I think that's also pretty common fucking sense. You have your brand new champion, your face of the company, supposedly, Adam Page, versus, one of your big signings from August that, has this mass appeal. And a lot of people bitch for turning Daniel Bryan heel. I don't know. He's just Daniel Bryan. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. He turned him heel, and I've liked that because Danielson is one of the fucking best in the world. He's pretty fucking great. He could do anything you need. Everyone knocked him, I think, when he came into the WWE because he couldn't cut a promo. He cuts a pretty good fucking promo. He knows how to get as much heat as you possibly can, but in the modern times, I suppose. But there's you already went to a fucking time limit draw with Omega, so then you do it again with Page. He becomes the guy that can't get it done. You buried him accidentally. It wasn't anything malicious or done on purpose. It's just like, okay, well. Who gives a fuck about Danielson? Can't win a match. He can't win the fucking one that counts. Sure, he could beat up fucking comedy jobber midgets, but so who cares? I was all in with that company, fucking with those returns, and they've managed to pretty much drain every fucking ounce of excitement I had. Where the fuck is Rusev or Miro? Where the fuck is he? He was interesting. He was fun. Jericho's gone at least. I guess that's good. I guess Jericho getting sick and on tour was a good thing for Eddie Kingston. Dean says Cole will be at the top of the card soon enough. Yeah, but who will care? Like that, it's box office poison basically to put him at the top of the card now. He's tainted and it's fucking over. Dan says the actual pitch was Keith Lee as his Diesel. Then what the fuck were people bitching about? Then I didn't even see that. That's fucking fantastic. It gets both of them screen time. You know, what the fuck ever. I don't know. You can't. Basically, there's a fucking contingent of wrestling fans, and anything Vince does is just the worst idea ever. But if Tony does it, it's wholesome and fun. Fuck off. Dan says Zayn would have been roughly where he's at now in WWE. Owens would have fared better, but it's not like WWE has destroyed his career. He's always lurked near the top of the card. And that's the thing. He's always able to do whatever you fucking do with Owens. He does it well. He gets it over. Because he's good in the ring, on the mic. He's got a unique look. You know, I mean, the people give him shit. Oh, he just looks like some fucking fan. Well, I don't know. I think the fans are much less actually athletic than he is, and B, they're a lot fucking doughier than he is. I think it's a great move. Fuck, it is probably best for business all around. Because Tiny's got to be running out of money. Because Daddy's not going to let him just fucking spend on whatever. I know I've said that in the past, but it's foolish. You know. He's a spoiled fucking brat of a billionaire, but the billionaire is still going to be fucking cheap because his father actually made the money, so he knows what it's like to not have it. Mikey says CM draws money, but to make him a weak ass Goldberg is BS. He doesn't draw money. He hasn't fucking drawn a dime. He hasn't done anything for the ratings. He's another guy. He left it in 2014 because he couldn't get his little main event. And he was sick. He's not like, I don't fucking really shit on him for leaving when he did because, yeah, he was sick and they weren't fucking taking care of him, you know. And time after time of, I owe you one, pal. I get it, you know. But to pretend like he's fucking even in the same stratosphere as John Cena and The Rock is fucking delusional. Mikey says he's everything he talks shit about in WWE. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that they're playing it up like he's Goldberg or whatever. Hey, Jamie, have fun. Thanks for popping by. Dan says Brian is an all-time great, and Page probably should have just won that one, but he's going to get the win eventually. AEW is still miles ahead of WWE right now. Yeah, no, Dan, I don't agree with that. Fucking SmackDown is better solely because of the fucking Reigns and Lesnar shit going on. There's nothing as compelling in AEW as any of that shit. So maybe if you were to take those players out, so Reigns, Lesnar, Heyman, and the Usos, sure, maybe you got a point, but yeah. But he says Page probably should have won. I don't think there's any probably about it. One of them should have won. You know, listen, Danielson could cheat. Doesn't matter. Give him the fucking belt or don't. But you've let that fucking dude in the storyline. The compelling parts of Danielson is that he's all right. Well, I'm going to take you little Dark Order fucking dorks and beat the shit out of him. Put him on the sideline, which unfortunately I don't think they ever pulled too far, turned too hard into that injury angle thing, which I was kind of hoping for. But it was kind of I'm going to beat the shit out of your friends, and then I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And then he tied him. He tied him. Ugh. No fucking finish after an hour is dumb. I don't care. Broadway doesn't fucking work now. Maybe it's fun when you fucking, you're working 6 nights a week without television, so you got to come up with some fucking thing to do or waste time or fill time or whatever the fuck. Doesn't work in 2021. I don't give a fuck. And frankly, that match wasn't good enough to warrant 60 minutes. Page ain't on that level. And even Danielson's not good enough to get him there. I've watched His wrestling talk drained the viewers. But what are you going to do? And Billy says, no one has cared about CM since his multiple failures at MMA. And Dan says the MMA losses did take some shine off him. I think they took a lot of shine off him. And if you've noticed, that like they had to have MJF say something about it because that's what he does. But it was the say it and get it out of the way. Don't linger. Because Punk is still real fucking shitty over that. Doesn't like it brought up. That's a quick way to fucking get him to block you on Twitter. So it gets to him. And Billy says, between the losses and the long drawn-out time from wrestling to MMA, he lost any heat he had. If he'd have won, it may have reignited him, but he failed to gain anything. Yeah. And he just looks old now. Like he's just like the way he's just letting his face fucking gray. He's not in great shape. Maybe his cardio's fine, but he looks much paunchier than he did 10 years ago or 7 years ago or whatever. Mikey says, I dig wrestling talk. Been a fan my whole life. 39 is still watching. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't watch a whole lot of it anymore. I try to. I'm still trying to give AEW fucking some slack because them being around doesn't hurt anything. It only fucking helps, But it was funny. Fox News, I think, which has nothing to do with the Fox that fucking broadcast SmackDown, by the way, for fucking idiots like Tony Khan that don't know that. They released a thing. It was more so in conjunction with Urban Meyer, but they brought up AEW's ratings and what they've done and how they've. It wasn't a hit piece. It was literally just these are numbers for their wrestling things. Okay. And Tony Khan just fucking has a meltdown on Twitter, which he does about pretty much anything, which is what you want to see the fucking billionaire owner of your company do, right? Is freak out at any little criticism. He makes that fucking company so hard to like. Him and the fucking those AEW like nerds, as I say with these fucking glasses on. The dorks that harassed Ty Conti deleting her Twitter. Because, there's rumors that her and Sammy Guevara are hooking up. Yeah, I like to drink a lot. So what of it? And on that same fucking token, rest in peace, Hannah Kimura, or whatever the fuck her name was. When they got fucking bullied into killing herself in Japan there. They're just so fucking toxic and hypocritical. And but Dan says MJF is going to get paid in 2024. Yeah, that's when his contract's up. I think so too. He's smaller than I thought. But I don't know. Again, he's fucking gay. He at least looks like he works out. So, especially with a big guy who they need to stop with the Wardlow fucking tension. Like either do it or don't. You can't just like tease things once every 8 months for 3 years and then pretend it's fucking long-term booking. It doesn't work like that. But, and Billy says, hey, if anyone is interested, my son is starting a workout regimen on Insta, Beard Fitness 1 is his name there. Go check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan says, I'm excited to see Ruby get that TBS title. Me too. And Billy says, he's not a fatty like me. Thank God. Dan says MJF's mic skills are second to none right now. Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're great even, I'd say, probably, or close to. I don't know, Roman's pretty fucking great right now. Really. Edge is always good. Miz is good. They're all, but for MJF to kind of be mentioned with those three is only good for him, I think. What is maybe astonishing to some is that I don't know. I lost my that Punk is not anywhere to be found on best promos because he's kind of become a little bit of a mascot. Just DEW, this is fun. And all his fucking interviews, he's like, well, we like to pay off our stories. 6 years after the fact, while they've been dropped several times in between, like he's become an extra smug cunt. In interviews, out of character interviews. Like he said that bullshit, there's no casual fans anymore. Not for nothing, stupid. Most WWE fans are casual fans. Those 2.3 million fucking people. Not that that's a lot anymore, but the ones that watch SmackDown every week, that had fucking whatever the fuck million that watch Raw every week. Just because your company's decided just to placate to the fucking, the unwashed masses, play to the unwashed masses, placate to doesn't make any sense. That's not how those words fit together. Get your fucking shit together, fatty. It's just that he's drained all the goodwill that had kind of built up for him, fucking in quick order. Kind of like Mikey said, I agree with his point, but for different reasoning. Like he's just become fucking the company guy, in a fucking very boring way too. Like his feud with MJF doesn't matter. It's just fucking lame. Like he had no heat to go into it. He had no fucking momentum. He goes, "Hello, Mr. Darby Allin. I'd like to wrestle you and your grandfather." Sting sucks, by the way. I've never liked Sting, but, well, I did. I like Joker Sting in TNA, I guess, but, yeah. Not for me. I don't like it. You shouldn't either. Like what I tell you to like. Is that fucking Raiders game off yet? We'll wait on that. Or how about we use the laptop? It's faster. Oh. Damn, the Raiders won 16-14. Fuck. So they kicked a field goal to win it then? Looks like it. That's a bummer. I was really hoping fucking the Browns would be able to sneak into that number one spot in the North. Oh, well. Poor Micah. Micah the Seeker. Had to watch heartbreak happen in real time. I'm just saying things. So what's on tonight now? The Bears and the Vikings. Brian's favorite teams. Oh, Mikey likes the Bears. Bears. Oh, shit. Well, I think I'm going to start wrapping it up. We're going to do a fucking short show this week. Like I said at the top of the show, check out the newest Horror Rumble over on cable channel 11. Like I said, that they kind of go over the old Sound Night, Deadly Night series. So that'll be good for you. Some content, hide from your family, right? Who wants to be with their families? Sunday, I recorded it earlier, but this past Sunday, the newest You Need a Horror podcast went up, and it is Christian Hanahara and myself filling in for Nick from the Lost River Drive-In as we do a little deep dive on Return of the Living Dead 2 and 3. check that over on Christian Hanahauer's thing, the YouTube girl, whatever the channel. Losing my mind. And then later tonight, 11 p.m. in the East. So you got 2.5 hours. Get your shit together. 25th anniversary of Scream. I really could use this whole show as a primer for that. A big Scream. What the fuck? But I didn't because I'm dumb and I don't think. I don't plan things out. So that'll be at 11. I'm sure you'll see some familiar faces on there. Maybe not. Maybe they'll all tell me to go fuck myself. I don't know. We'll find out. But come hang out, watch a movie. You ain't doing shit anyway. It's the week of Christmas. But, you know, this will be the last time I see you guys before Christmas is come and gone. So, Merry Christmas to you and yours for the ones that take care of that, or Happy Holidays or whatever. Hanukkah. I already said Hanukkah. I don't know when Kwanzaa is because I've never known anyone in real life to actually fucking celebrate Kwanzaa. I've known people that celebrate Christmas, obviously. Oh, it starts on the day of Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. It ends on January 1st. So I guess Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Christmas for you across the pond there. Merry Christmas to folks at home. Thank you all. Before I leave, let me fucking not forget this again. Thank you to all my lovely patrons. Big Crack Rock, Christian Hanahauer, S'mores Indoors, Nick Ridza, Jay the Stingray, Jess Graham, Orc145626, Daniel Shine, Lauren Dixon, Mr. Bombastic, Retrocac, The Daily Ghost, Slaughterport, Ben Yukonevich, Brian Trash, Jester8082, and Ben Grimm. That'll do it for me, folks. Until next time, Iris loves you.